All right, welcome to another film breakdown. This is a much better film breakdown if you're a Duke fan. If you are not a Duke fan, if you're still a part of Big Blue Nation watching this, maybe you can watch and see that Duke does hit open shots this game. All jokes aside, I appreciate all you guys watching. The channel's growth has been awesome because of you guys, and we're very close to 600 subscribers. So I very much appreciate you guys liking, sharing, commenting on these videos. They're fun to watch, they're fun to interact with. And this was a very fun one to break down as Duke won 86-35 in a game that I was worried Duke was going to come out a little sloppy in the first half just because it's a noon tip-off after an emotional loss against Kentucky. But it shows you how much ball I do know because I don't know a lot apparently. But we're going to go right into it. Here, Knipple, Duke's bread and butter this game was hitting the roll man and the roll man making one more pass. Here, Malik Brown catches. Tyrese Proctor's guy in the sucker hole. Malik Brown squares up, left-hand pass into the shooter's pocket. 3-ball by Tyrese Proctor. And here we go again, ball screen action. Pocket pass to Malik Brown, the roller. Two guys go on ball. Malik Brown again dots it to Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg, monkey in the middle, drill one more to Knipple. Bang. Starting out hot with extra ball movement. Look, Duke had 24 assists on 30 made field goals. And it's not like Duke was running sets like people want to criticize Shire for not running against Kentucky in the second half. This is just good basketball. Duke goes after matchups, and then Duke makes you pay when you overhelp. They'll throw the one more pass, and normally they'll knock it down. They just didn't do that against Kentucky. If you think I'm lying, we got film. Guard exchange here. Ball screen. Again, just there's no play there. It's just Wofford has some sort of miscommunication here on the back end. Proctor sets a screen. Cooper Flagg sets a screen. Cooper Flagg's guys in drop coverage against Cooper Flagg. So the bottom guy thinks, I don't know, he thinks that he's supposed to fight through it. The guard is. Instead, the guard was thinking it was a switch. Tyrese Proctor has been shooting lights out for Duke in the first 4 games of the season. 50% from three. Anytime he catches and shoots the ball this season for Duke, it feels like it's going in every time because literally it's going in half the time. He's averaging 13.5 points per game, shooting 50% from three. Just a very underrated start for Tyrese Proctor. Here's the one thing I'll criticize Duke in this game is Wofford had a lot of rebounds, and they had, I want to say, here it is. They had 12 offensive rebounds. They had 17 defensive rebounds, 12 offensive rebounds. So that is one thing that obviously cannot happen when Duke plays Arizona is offensive rebounds. And I know Wofford shot miserable from the field, 25% from the field, 15% from three. But if it's against Arizona, I mean, that can make or break a game, right? Second chance points you just got to eliminate. So 12 offensive rebounds is not great considering Wofford had 17 defensive rebounds. Again, just great ball movement by Duke, and it's not a play. If it is a play, it might be dribble drive. And dribble drive is what I ran in high school, and all it is attacking your matchups, and it works. My high school coach broke the school record in most wins. He shattered it in like 8 years, and the previous guy took him 25 years to get to where he got it in 8 years. So dribble drive works. All it is you attack your matchups, and you make help side play help defense, and then you dump it off to your teammate. Just dribble drive and drive right at the help side. Could have been an and one. Good finish by Malik Brown. Again, just attack, pick and roll. Nothing there. Tyrese Proctor. I love Tyrese Proctor in one-on-one situations. Tyrese Proctor gets downhill, jump stops off 2 feet. How many times we've seen Tyrese Proctor hit a post spin fadeaway? At least twice a game. At least twice a game. Here, good shot. Tyrese Proctor, underrated start of the season for Duke. Ball screen action again. Good job by Wofford here to get over the ball screen so Tyrese Proctor can't turn the corner. So what does Tyrese Proctor do? He audibles. Crossover goes left. Now he's attacking Malawach as defender, and Malawach is doing a very good job of shielding his guy. I mean, look, it looks like Proctor can get right to the rim. So what has to happen? Sion James's guy has to cut off this hole that Tyrese Proctor's trying to go through. So now Sion James's guy is in the sucker hole. Sion James catches. Number 5 is off balance. Now it leads to a blow by Sion James. And once you are cooked by Sion James, it's not like you can fight over his strong ass shoulders and get back in front of him. You are pinned. And Sion James, calm and poised, lob to the 7'2" man. Again, it's not plays, it's actions. And Duke is attacking weaknesses. That's good ball movement. Duke attacked matchups, and Duke had obviously they overmatched Wofford as to be expected, but Duke does this in every game. Just blow by your defender. Good pass. And you think Duke missed Sion James in the Kentucky second half? I mean, Sion James, I got it right here. 19 minutes. He had 5 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Yeah, that's numbers that you miss in the second half of a rivalry. And here is a Mason Gillis play. It just cracks me up. A great tip out here. And then Mason Gillis, Foster's going to hit this 3, and Mason Gillis just lays out 2 guys. I mean, Mason Gillis just destroys 2 Wofford Terriers. I watched this 5 times. I'm going to watch it one more time with you guys. Just hilarious here by Mason Gillis. Just good luck boxing that guy out. But one thing I do want to talk about there is Cooper Flagg. The one thing that he struggled with this season so far is shooting the 3 ball. I think he's shooting 22% from 3. He's like 4 of 18. That's it's got to be better. He is 4 of 18 from 3, 22%. Because you'll see in the second half and maybe even earlier that Wofford starts going under ball screens, and Arizona's going to do the same thing. People are going to start going under ball screens when it comes to Cooper Flagg because they're going to make him have to hit an outside shot. And this is one thing that killed Duke against Kentucky that was in our breakdown, and it killed Duke against Wofford a couple of times in this breakdown. It's just guard-to-guard exchanges or lack thereof. It leads to backdoor cuts and layups. Sion James was expecting a screen, but he was on the wrong side of his guy, so his guy felt Sion behind him and slipped to the rim, got a layup. Again, guard-to-guard exchanges here by Duke. Leads to a ball screen by Common. I feel like Knipple could have got downhill, but it's fine because Knipple's going to hit Sion James, and Sion James is going to hit the 3. Just backside action off a ball screen. Defender fell. It's fine. Throw to Sion, catch and shoot. Simple basketball is good basketball. Simple basketball is good basketball. Go for the steal against Sion. Sion's going to make you pay. Just unreal vision. Like I said, 4 assists off the bench. And, I mean, that's just a great pass. Guy goes for the steal. Sion's poised and then just throws an absolute dime. Makes the big fella go get it and one. Again, nice dump down there by Cooper Flagg. Went back just a tad too far. But, like, the first action here is a handoff to Cooper. And look, Wofford's going under this. Wofford's going to go under, and opposing teams are going to go under these exchanges now for Duke with Cooper Flagg until he can shoot the 3 ball consistently. But then, as I said, he goes under. Now he goes over. And when you go over against a driving guy like Cooper Flagg, where his strength is getting downhill, it's going to force the roll man's defender to step up. And that's what happens with Wofford. Dump down to Big Pat Ngongba, and shout out to Pat. I mean, first action for him this season, played 11 minutes. That was his only 2 points, but 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. And he has a hockey assist that's about to come up that makes me very proud of him because when he makes this play that's about to come up, I was very impressed. And this is a guy that, for Duke, now all of a sudden, he's going to have to play some spot minutes in big games because Malik Brown played the end of the first half with 3 fouls against Kentucky because Duke could not afford Common to pick up his third in the first half. And if here on out Malik Brown has 2 or 3 in the first half, Common has 2 or 3 in the first half, Nagamba's going to have to play like the last 2 minutes of a first half to help Duke out. And boy, did he play really well in his first game as a Duke Blue Devil. Here, Wofford tries to go under a screen. This is my favorite type of Caleb Foster, getting downhill. Caleb Foster catching on the perimeter and going downhill with a purpose. It's my favorite Caleb Foster. My favorite Caleb Foster. He had a nice little bounce back game for him as well. And then here's just a lazy pass by Wofford. And Flagg, nice feet and one. Just a nice play. And there, Shire. People want to talk about X's and O's with John Shire. Well, guess what? He has sets for his shooters. Isaiah Evans checks in the game. First set for Isaiah Evans. Double stagger. You try and cheat the screen against a shooter, you pay the price. Try and cheat the screen against a shooter, you pay the price. Knipple, good job of at least making some sort of contact where number 2 is going over top of the screen rather than staying attached to Isaiah. Like if you are guarding a shooter and you're getting ball or off-ball screen actions against you, you got to stay attached to the hip of the shooter. Instead, Wofford's trying to cheat this. Now he's trying to go even higher, and he realizes he's too high. So what does he do? He tries to now cut back in the front of Common, but it's still too late because the route that he took was inefficient. And at that level, you're going to pay the price. And Slim makes him pay. Here, ball screen action again. Rejection. Still slip here. Good, just good feet, good patience, and good poise by Common here. Knipple rejects. So Malawach slips. Malawach slips. Look at the traffic around the big fella. Look at the traffic and just the poise, keeping it high, keep the ball high. Keeps it high against 2 guards, lays it in. Good patience and good poise by the big fellow. Here, this is good defense by Duke, with Knipple and Proctor. But Mason Gillis does the same thing I just criticized Wofford's defender on doing. Tries to cheat a down screen against a shooter, and the shooter hits it. I know Wofford struggled from 3 against Duke, but that's you just can't cheat those. But like, look at the good defense by Con Knipple here. Dribble handoff. Con Knipple fights over to where his guy cannot turn the corner. Proctor's in great help side defense to where if Knipple's guy did turn the corner, he's there to help. And then Isaiah's playing good on the backside too with Proctor, whereas Proctor's guy would backdoor something, Isaiah's there for that help. So good. Those 3 guys, very good job. It's just Mason Gillis tries to cheat the ball screen, or I keep saying ball screen, keeps cheating the down screen, and it leads to a 3. Here, again, down screen for Knipple. Here's the hockey assist by Big Pat. That is such a fantastic play by Big Pat. I am so proud of him, and one of my favorite plays in this game. One of my favorite plays in this game. So we got down screen for the shooter. Tight curl by Knipple. Knipple's turning the corner to try and attack the big man guarding him. He sees a free roller with Ngongba. Throws a good pass. Now here comes help side against Big Pat. Look at the traffic that he's catching that ball. Double team. Takes no hesitation. Keeps the ball high. Throws it to Slim. Slim one more pass to Tyrese Proctor. Proctor's J.J. Redick on catch and shoots this season. Just great basketball. Again, this isn't some flashy set that people want Shire to run. It's nothing flashy. It's just good basketball. Get your shooter open, play ball. It all started because Pat Ngongba set a good down screen for the shooter Knipple. Knipple read it right, and then it led to that. Just very good basketball was played Saturday by Duke. I mean, that is basketball porn. Basketball porn. And then Big Pat, tip out. and then Slim, Dagger. Like these young pups, man, they might be called on in these big games a lot earlier than we thought. Like I know Duke fans are excited with the loaded roster and stuff, but like sometimes you just need time for these guys to develop. But I tell you what, big pass energy in this game made me very excited. Very excited. Like John Gruden says he feels nicey. Big Pat made me feel nicey watching this game. And then that's a tough shot by Flagg. Goes in, but I'll be honest, maybe I'm with the holiday season coming around, maybe I'm Mr. Scrooge, bah humbug. Shoot the first one. Because again, it's not a high percentage shot, and I know what the score is. I know who the opponent is. But when Duke plays at Arizona, Duke plays Kansas, Duke plays ACC games tight, like shoot that, baby. Shoot that. I don't care you're 4 of 18. This is where you're up 40. Shoot it. You miss, so what? This is a good, healthy rep. Instead, a little hesitation. And like I said, it goes in, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of Tatum at Duke, where Tatum was good, but there was parts of Tatum's game where he tried to go one-on-one and times he shouldn't have. But again, I am nitpicking a 40-point lead at halftime. So that shot selection, not my favorite, but again, Cooper Flagg leads Duke in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. So he can do whatever he wants for right now. Let me just fast forward through this. Again, just dribble drive. Backside. I don't even know how Foster even got that open, to be honest. Let me roll it back just a tad. So pass, go away. Middle is wide open from Wofford. Foster's man is watching Cooper Flagg. Flagg sees it. Flagg throws it. I mean, Flagg had Knipple and he had Foster. Foster hits it. And here, miscommunication again. Guard-to-guard exchanges with Duke. That's if you want to beat Duke, that is where the success has been, right? Like saw it with Kentucky. Guard-to-guard exchanges or lack thereof has led to just talking breakdown between Duke's defenders. On the first side of it, it looks fine because here is Knipple and Cooper Flagg. Knipple fights through and they switch, and it's fine. But on the backside, we see Caleb Foster go with his guy, and so does Proctor. Proctor goes with the cutter, and he's telling Foster to stay out there, and it leaves an open three. And I don't know Duke's coverage. I'm not going to pretend that I know Duke's coverage, but I will say, like when I played and when I coached, like if it's guard-to-guard exchange, you don't switch unless there's a screen. Like if Caleb Foster's guy cuts here, then he stays because there is no attempted screen to switch. So since his guy cuts, Foster should stay there, and Proctor needs to come up and guard his defender. But again, I don't know Duke's coverages, so I could be wrong and at least an open three. But that is something Duke's going to have to clean up when Duke plays at Arizona. I love this play right here. Just that is a thing of beauty. I already said it, and I'll say it again. Duke had 24 assists on 30 made baskets. 24 assists on 30 made baskets. Just throw to the big fella, handoff, slip, roll, bang. Good basketball, baby. Good basketball. See, I'm going to say you got to shoot it, but it's fine because Flagg makes it work. But here's what I was talking about. Teams are going to go under these screens with Cooper Flagg. And what this is, let me pull the whole curtain. Let me pull back everything real quick. This is a back screen lob for Common Malawach. Malawach. It's going to take me all year to say that consistently. That's my fault, Common. Look at Knipple. Knipple setting a back screen for Common. Common or Flagg's going to roll off of this. Common's rolling to the rim for a lob. But what happens here is since Wofford goes under the screen, they don't even have to switch or anything. They can just play through, and that's what they do. So Common's guy drops all the way down. Cooper Flagg goes under. Cooper Flagg's defender goes under the screen, so he's back in front of Cooper Flagg, and now Knipple isn't open because they just stayed attached. Because it all started with Cooper Flagg's guy going under the screen. Cooper Flagg's guy goes over the screen. Now you got a real chance of hitting this lob play, but instead he goes under the screen. Flagg doesn't shoot it, so now it's kind of jumbled up. But Flagg attacks open space because he's just a good ball handler and can do that. And Duke audibles and hits a three because Duke has shooters. Duke has Colin Knipple, and they have Cooper Flagg. Like, for what Cooper Flagg struggles with three-wise, he can get to open space and be a facilitator, which he was in this game. Just gets to open space. Knipple's guy reaches in the sucker hole. Knipple makes him pay. But that play was a back screen lob for Common Malawach. Leads to a Knipple three. And then we see Cooper Flagg do that once or twice a game. Out and running, and Foster goes to the free throw line. Again, attack open space. Flagg is so good at that. And then just one more pass by Con Knipple. It all starts with Cooper Flagg's drive there because Knipple's guy is cutting off the drive, but him being that far out, now Wofford's at a disadvantage. Knipple catches, squares up, attacks space. It looks jumbled up there, but that's what happens because when you have shooters, look, defenders can make it look compact and look like it's good help side, but he's too far away from the shooter, Mason Gillis, who shot 50% from three last year. You just need little room with this Duke team, with those Duke shooters. You just need a little room to get a shot up, and there's a good chance it's going in. Good hustle, and what a damn pass by Malik Brown. I don't know if that's a Malik Brown or if that's Malik Murphy, because this was clocked at like 80 miles an hour. What a catch by Mason Gillis. But Duke's just playing. And then Sion James. Talk about QB play, Malik Murphy and Malik Brown. You got Sion James. Just unreal vision. Just look at that. Look at the Wofford guy. I can't. Mouse isn't going to show on your screen, but look at the guy that has his back turned or his head turned at the last C of ACC. He's looking for Malik Brown, and right when he sees him, he turns to see Sion James. He doesn't even know where the damn ball is because he just turned. The ball's not in Sion's hands. He's like, where's the damn ball? Oh, my guy just got it for a layup. My guy just got it for a layup. I love this sequence. This is also one of my favorite plays. Hell of a fastball by Malik Brown. Mason Gillis, attack open floor, open space. Sion James, guy turns his head looking for Malik Brown, and he turns back to Sion James. Ball's past him. Layup. Just ball movement was beautiful for Duke in this game. And that is a rarity to see Sion James get stripped, but leads to a three and cuts this deficit to 46 points. Wofford scored their 20th point with like 12 minutes left. That is crazy. Then Pat, good vision. Great vision by the big fella. Like he's not winning the one-on-one matchup to score here, which is perfectly fine, right? Like not everybody's going to score this. He gets pushed out, but look at his vision. Look at his eyes. Here comes help side reaching in. Pat keeps it high. Pat throws the shooter's pocket. Proctor's ready. Catch and shoot. Bang. Proctor catch and shoot threes are a thing of beauty and high percentage for Duke, and you see it right there. Good defense again by Flagg. He had two blocks. There's the second one, and then Duke's out and going. Guard exchange leads to a ball screen. Layup. Again, the action Duke has works. The action works. Guards exchange with Foster and Knipple. Knipple comes up. Here comes ball screen by Common. He slips it. And honestly, you could throw a lob there, but I mean, 2 points, 2 points, right? Knipple finishes. So you can either throw a lob or make a layup. Both are 100% right there. Let Malawach die right there. Good hook shot. You let that happen. Live with those percentages. One-on-one on an island against a 7-footer, tough shot. Their 24th point with under 8 timeout coming up. Again, right there at the start of that clip, Wofford goes under the screen with Cooper Flagg. Goes under, but this time Flagg has the first step, and that's where Flagg's just different. Like, for what he struggles with shooting the ball from the outside, his vision makes up. I mean, look at that. He sees help side tagging Malawach there and throws it right away. Just phenomenal vision by the 17-year-old. Go under the screen because he struggled to shoot the three. Okay, I'll drive. Oh, help side tags the roller. Okay, I'll throw it to deep corner. Caleb Foster catch and shoot. Caleb Foster catch and shoot. And then there's Flagg. Hits his 1-3 of the game, 1 for 5. Just, I don't know what he needs to work on shooting the 3 ball. Maybe it's just more reps. But for him to be such a jump shooter from 2, I'd like to see him get more elevation, more lift at the bottom of his shot, of his release. Just seems a little too stiff for a guy that's so athletic. And then shot goes in, 71-30. I think it was 71-35 or 31, whatever it was. And then Pat and Slim will end it right there. 2 guys that came off the bench that have not played that much this year, and 2 guys that their energy was contagious. Slim had 14. Like I said, Pat's line was, I think, 2 points, 6 rebounds, 2.6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. And I mean, this is a guy that I didn't know he had this type of vision, like this type of poise with the ball in his hands. They switched this. I know so many post guys that would throw this pass as a chest pass, and it'd be a pick 6 by the Wofford defender. Ngamba reads it and throws it over the guy cheating the screen, and Slim makes him pay the price by hitting the 3. Just 2 young bucks that played very well Saturday. I mean, I know it's like the bare minimum to most people, but like, that is an impressive pass to me from a big guy's first game. So that does it. Like I said, thank you guys for all the subscribers so far. We're inching closer to 600. Maybe we'll get to 1,000 by the end of the season, but just one video breakdown at a time. So I will see you guys next time on our next film breakdown.